And we're live.
We're live. We're rolling.
All right, well, we have returned. We just finished watching Ant-Man.
Yes.
And with that concludes Phase 2 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yes.
For Brienne.
Yes.
Because this is her first time interacting with these movies. If you've been watching with us, this is our third video. We started her off with Endgame, just to see how she reacted to that one without any context.
No context at all.
And then we went back and we watched Marvel Phase 1. And we watched all of the movies in that one except for The Incredible Hulk.
Yes.
Mainly because that one wasn't on Disney Plus, and you can understand them all without seeing it. It's still a decent movie though. So maybe we'll watch it eventually.
Yeah.
But we skipped it then. And now we've concluded Phase 2.
Yes.
And so I think what we're going to do is we're going to kind of just walk through the different movies and see if she remembers anything about them. And then secondly, just get her opinions about them, given what she remembers. But before we do that, Brienne, what is your big takeaway from Phase 2? What do you think about the MCU?
I will say that I didn't know that like Marvel was all under one universe until like you started using that, and I heard people talking about when we watched like review videos and stuff. I didn't know that they were all living like in the same universe at the same time. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, so you thought they were all like disconnected, like where Ant-Man was like doing his own thing and...
Yes, yeah. I didn't know that they like were conscious of each other or anything like that. But I knew obviously like in the Avengers movies, they're all together, so they knew each other then. So I don't know why I didn't think that. But whenever the movies are separate, I just didn't even think about them all being at the same time.
Well, I could see that. I mean, I could see how you could think like maybe they're in their own thing and then...
Yeah.
For the Avengers movies, it's kind of just accepted, okay, now they're together. I can see. Did you like Phase 2 better than Phase 1? Phase 1 ended with the first Avengers movie.
I think I liked Phase 2 better.
Well, we're going to go through the different movies we just watched, and I'm going to see, first off, if you remember anything about them.
Okay.
And second off, what your takeaway is. All right?
Okay.
So, Phase 2 started off with Iron Man 3.
Okay.
Right? So, we watched Iron Man 1 and 2,
Yes.
Phase 1. Iron Man 3, which is the last Iron Man movie, that kicked off Phase 2. Do you remember anything about that movie? Or what it was about?
Him creating something. I will say that Iron Man's like not my favorite. Like I don't really care for Iron Man
Why
that
is
much.
that?
I don't know. I just think that it's not that he doesn't possess anything like powerful or anything. It's just not like captivating. Like he just makes these expensive machines because he has the money, and then people try to come and steal it. He gets things in trouble, cities get destroyed. Like it's just not, his storyline just isn't as captivating as some of the other characters.
I mean, that's my main issue with
He's
Iron
not
Man.
bad. Like he's a good character, but he's just like not my favorite.
Yeah. My main issue with him is that basically if he just stopped creating things, most of the issues would be resolved. Every movie is basically him either creating the villain or somebody stealing his stuff and becoming the villain. So if he would just like chill out,
exactly.
most of the issues would be like totally fine. The one thing about Iron Man 3 that confuses me is that at the end of that movie, he's like, I'm no longer Iron Man. I'm pretty sure it's because Robert Downey Jr.'s contract was up and they weren't sure if they would get him back. But at the end of that one, he's like gets his heart thing fixed and he's like, I'm no longer Iron Man, and he destroys all the suits. But then whenever he shows back up in Avengers Age of Ultron, it's kind of like, oh, I'm Iron Man again. And you're like, when did that happen? So it's like, I don't know, there needs to be like an Iron Man 3.5 that like connects them. But okay, and then after Iron Man 3 is Thor the Dark World. What did you think about that one?
Dude, is that the one we didn't watch?
Yeah, we didn't watch Thor the Dark World. We skipped that one. Actually, you might have noticed that if you were keeping up with these videos, we got through Phase 1 really quickly. And then we kind of slowed down with Phase 2, mainly because after Iron Man 3, I knew Thor the Dark World was coming up. And I just did not want to watch it, honestly. Like I remember seeing it in theaters, and for some reason in theaters I really liked it. But then once I went home and thought about it, I was like, that was just not a great movie. And I know for you Marvel purists watching this, y'all are probably like, oh, how could you not watch it? But I mean, it's very easily not watchable. I mean, I felt like we didn't really miss much. We're going to watch Ragnarok, don't worry. But The Dark World, I just feel like, I mean, you might get a scene or two that's going to be referenced in Endgame, but other than that, you're not really missing out on that much. But we just decided to skip it. Like, we literally Like, I could not build up the motivation to watch it.
It was like probably 2 weeks.
Yeah, it
we were
was.
like, we'll watch a different movie.
Yeah, we just watched a bunch of other stuff, and then eventually I was like, we should probably get back to it, and we just skipped it, and we went straight to, I think we watched Guardians of the Galaxy first.
Yeah, I think we did.
I think we flipped the order. The Winter Soldier was released first, but we went to Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes.
So what did you think about Guardians of the Galaxy?
Favorite part of the movie, I will say, is whenever Groot gets killed and he comes back as baby Groot. Like, whenever, what's his name, Rocket? That's the name of the raccoon?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Whenever he walks out, it's just like a little sprout coming out of the pipe. Like, best thing ever.
Yeah.
And, what is that one guy's name?
Drax.
Yes, he was great.
Yes.
He was really funny.
His people are completely literal. Metaphors are gonna go over his head.
Nothing goes over my head. My reflexes are too fast. I would catch it.
Next, Captain America, the Winter Soldier. This was one I was really excited to have her watch, because I think the Captain America movies, I think they're my favorite movies. I just really like Captain America as a hero. But just in general, I think as a movie, Captain America, the Winter Soldier is like the best film. Just in general, like even if you take out the hero thing, it's just a good movie. What did you think about that one?
That one had a lot of good like graphics, if I'm remembering correctly. Like it was very like pretty pictures during that movie. Was it that one or was that Avengers that I'm thinking of?
Most of the movies usually have pretty good.
I think I'm probably
graphics,
thinking more of the Avengers.
Probably my favorite thing about the Winter Soldier is that the fight choreography is really good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think it might be because just like I have a background in martial arts or something. I just really like that.
Yeah.
Like I like it whenever like it looks like the people fighting know how to fight.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also true that these people don't ever get tired. They fight for like 30 minutes straight, and they're just like, yeah, I could do this all day.
Yeah.
And I like that Captain America's always got like people coming against him.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm just gonna stay the same. And you're like, yeah.
Captain America's just cool. I
yeah.
really like him. He's very much like a likable character.
Yeah, he's cool. He's cool. Okay, then we went to Avengers Age of Ultron, the second Avengers movie. What was your, we just watched that one a few days ago.
So this is the one that has like the nice pretty pictures. Like at the beginning with the nice opening scene with all of them fighting.
Yeah, fighting in like the snowy woods.
That was really nice. I just like, I think I really appreciate graphics in movies. I think I noticed that.
You've
like,
commented on them a lot.
Yeah, I just really appreciate, I think because I think from the mindset of the people that are creating it, and just to think that somebody is thinking of those concepts themselves is very interesting to me. Because it's a world that's not real. They have they have so much flexibility of anything they can do because there's no expectations or standards it's being held to. If you're like making a movie in just like the normal world with normal humans, like there's obviously limitations of things that you can do. So I think whenever you have like this different society, I mean it's set on Earth, but it's still like we don't have like superheroes running around and everything like that. They have so much like flexibility and like the different like technological things they've created and the way the spaceships look and like all that kind of stuff. It's just very interesting to me.
And I've noticed that you like stuff like that. That's really cool. Any other things? How'd you like the main villain in Age of Ultron, the robot guy, Ultron?
Oh.
How'd you like him?
He's okay.
He's okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other takeaways, like memorable moments from that? Yeah, my thing is just, I always just remember Captain America and his like way too tight shirts.
Oh,
like ripping a log in half.
Isn't that the mission? Isn't that the why we fight? So we can end the fight, so we get to go home? Every time someone tries to win a war before it starts, innocent people die. Every time.
And then we just watched Ant-Man.
Yes.
Right? So that takes place after Avengers Age of Ultron, and that kind of ends phase 2, and it kind of, I guess, bridges into phase 3. But, so what do you think about Ant-Man?
I think that might have been, it's between that and Captain America and the Winter Soldier. Those two are like my favorite by far. Like out of both phases, or just those two.
What was your favorite thing about Ant-Man?
I think the storyline was kind of easy to follow. I mean, the other ones, they made sense, but I felt like, as someone who hasn't watched a lot, I mean, now I've watched a decent amount of Marvel movies, but like, as someone who hasn't watched a lot of Marvel movies, like, that was just an easy movie to watch. I think anyone can understand that going in and not really having to know too much. There was some things like the Avengers facility, that we talked about that, how that tied into the movie that we saw before. So there's some like details, but main things you don't really need to know too much to watch it, and so I liked that.
Okay.
I thought it was an interesting concept too. Like his superpower itself is very interesting. Like he has so much power. Like I'm surprised people don't talk about him more, because I feel like a lot of people stick to like Captain America, Iron Man, Hulk, like those like main ones. Like even when you look at like merchandise and stuff like that, it's usually like
Those guys.
Yeah. But Ant-Man, like, if you think about it, has so much power. Like, do you know how many insects are in the world that you can just, like, they can just, like, be your army? And he can free range, like, shrink and become normal sized again. Like, that's a lot of power.
Yeah, like, honestly, we were just walking outside and got afraid of a cockroach.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
I mean, intimidating.
Just, like, imagine an army of ants chasing after you.
Yeah.
Terrifying
and
stuff.
then imagine if they throw is it the blue one that makes them, like,
The
get
giant?
larger?
Yeah.
You just, like, made all of them huge, and they just all start stampeding after you?
That'll be terrifying.
I mean, that's scary.
But okay, yeah, so we finished phase 2, now we're heading into phase 3, which is much longer, because that actually leads all the way to Endgame, and through Endgame to Spider-Man Far From Home. So we got 2 Spider-Man movies, we got the second Guardians of the Galaxy, we got Doctor Strange, we got the third Thor movie, we got Black Panther, Captain Marvel, the second Ant-Man, we got 2 Avengers movies, right? Infinity War and Endgame.
Nice.
And then we'll be caught up. But the next movie we have is the third Captain America movie.
Okay.
Captain America Civil War.
Civil War.
What is your prediction about this movie?
Okay.
Because I think you have no idea what it's about.
Nope, I
So
do not.
what do you think Captain America Civil War will be about?
Some huge war of some sort. I mean, if it's Civil War, like that's something that's easily recognizable. Like when you think about like actual like history, Civil
Yes.
War. So I would think there's going to be some type of huge conflict of
Okay.
some sort. It sounds interesting. I like Captain America. He's like cool, so I'm excited to watch it.
And we will be getting back to phase 3 pretty soon. Maybe we'll make a video like halfway through phase 3.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Because there's a lot in there. So maybe we'll just try to make it easier on her and just like halfway through we'll make another video and then we'll split phase 3 into 2 parts because it's like pretty long. But yeah, so we have made it through. You have now seen 10 out of the 12 Marvel movies so far because we skipped 1 movie in each phase. We skipped Incredible Hulk and we skipped Thor: The Dark World.
Yes.
So you've seen 10 movies. So we're almost halfway.
Yeah.
Sweet.
That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah. How do you like it so far?
I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like small details throughout the movie, so I can see why people that are like avid Marvel fans are avid Marvel fans. Like I feel like these movies are something you can watch over and over again, and you would find something new each time.
Your dad's been rewatching them.
Yeah, my dad has been. We inspired him to watch them over again.
Yeah. So there we have it. She has seen phase 1 and 2 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We will be back for phase 3, part 1.
Maybe, yeah.
Or just the whole thing. Who knows? We'll figure that out.
No, we'll see.
Sometime soon.
Yes.
So until then, we'll see you later.